Hi everybody, this is your weekly horoscope. Thank you for joining me. It's really nice to be with you today. And this horoscope is for Monday the 27th of March, going through until Sunday the 2nd of April. And my horoscopes are based on London time. Now, I've had a look at the week and it looks really positive again and straightforward in the amount of energy that's available to you. It's really about all systems go and getting new things done and started. And it got me thinking about Venus being in retrograde, because Venus is the personal planet of love and beauty. It has been in retrograde from the 4th of March and it'll stay in retrograde until the 14th of April. And it's really not an ideal time to start new relationships or to start new ventures, new business ventures, especially if you truly love and care about them. Now, that's usually the case with Venus being in retrograde. The romantic, emotional side of things still applies, but on a business side of things, there are things going on this week which really mitigate the effect of that Venus retrograde and outweigh it a little bit. So this week is a good time to even look at starting new ventures, making new beginnings when it comes to your financial life and your career. So on Monday, the 27th of March, we've got the moon going into Aries at 12 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. So the moon is you on a soul level. It's what you feel like. It's what gives you a sense of ease and comfort. And in Aries, it's all systems go. It's about how can we overcome obstacles and meet challenges head on. Then we've got the archetypal male principle Mars in Taurus, and that forms a relationship with Neptune in Pisces. So Mars in Taurus is slow, it's grounded, it's practical, it looks at what actually needs to be done. And Neptune in Pisces couldn't be any happier because Neptune rules Pisces, and that's about dreams and aspirations. So Monday, the 27th of March, is an amazing day. It's a great day to take action and to turn your dreams into reality. Now, Tuesday, the 28th of March, we've got the new moon in Aries. So I've made a separate video on that. Have a look at that video. It goes into a lot more detail about this new moon. And a new moon is basically when the moon is kind of supercharging itself to get ready for its next monthly cycle. I'll put the link to that video in the description below so you can have a look at that in more detail. And also on this day, Tuesday the 28th of March, we've got the moon opposing Jupiter in Libra. So there's this big opposition here. The new moon in Aries, which is me energy. What am I interested in? What do I want to kind of move ahead on? And Jupiter in Libra, Jupiter is the good luck planet, and in Libra that's about connections with other people. So there is a literal disconnect or an opposition between your needs and what it is you want and what's going on with other people. But because it's Jupiter, the good luck planet, it's important to look at other people as well, because some of your opportunities may come via other people. Now, the rule of thumb here for Tuesday, the 28th of March, is to focus on the self and the energy that's being pulled in, your desires, and what you want to put that energy into. So kind of look around and see what your true passions are and how you're going to get things moving forward, whether that does involve other people or whether it's you doing it independently. It's important to get clear on really what are the passions at the moment and what am I interested in putting into reality. Now, Wednesday, the 29th of March is the follow-up to that. The moon moves into Taurus at 3:49 in the afternoon. So things again now become much more practical. So that helps you in the sense of you've gathered information so far this week. You can now use that information and put it into certain things which you've decided that are worth your time and energy and that you care about. Mercury is in Aries, and it trines Saturn in Sagittarius on Wednesday here. So you feel inspired, and that inspiration is matched by your practical know-how. So it's a really good day to get busy, to get working, to work at creative endeavors, business endeavors, anything that you really care about. This kind of energy kind of continues now. On Thursday, it alters a little bit because the moon in Taurus conjuncts Mars in Taurus, and Jupiter in Libra squares Pluto in Capricorn, and these are outer planets, and that doesn't happen very often. So you still have that practical energy that you can use, but a legal or contractual issue in your life may raise its head in some in some way and may demand your attention. With the energy that's floating around, though, you have great resilience and you have great ability, especially to rise to any challenge that may come your way. So it may be that the paperwork needs to be done on this Thursday, or that you hit a snag in terms of realizing that you need a license for that, but that isn't going to stop you. You will become aware of that and deal with those kind of things as they come along. Now, Friday the 31st of March, we've got the moon going into Gemini at 4:41 in the afternoon. And we have Mercury going into Taurus. So that's interesting because the moon going into Gemini immediately makes it more communicative and lighter and more curious and more interested at socializing. And Mercury, the communication planet, has been in Aries. It moves into Taurus, which makes it much slower, much more grounded, and it makes it far less aggressive than it has been. So communication improves immediately here on Friday. It becomes less aggressive, it slows down a lot, it becomes much more grounded and visual and less kind of cerebral and complicated, and it's really a time to connect with people over simple things, over visual things, over things that have to do with the earth, things that are mundane of the everyday. They will start to take up much of your time and thinking, and that's what's going to bring you and other people together here around the end of the week. Now, Saturday, the 1st of April, the moon in Gemini sextiles the sun in Aries, so we've immediately got a lot of energy and power there. Squares Neptune in Pisces, trines Jupiter in Libra, and it quincunxes Pluto in Capricorn. So it forms a relationship with pretty much everything in the sky here. So Saturday is a really, really positive day. It's a great day for social activities, to overcome past disappointments, to try again, and to create space for new opportunities in your life, especially if those new opportunities come via other people. So even if you have, for instance, if you've like hosted a party in the past and it was a disaster and it didn't go well, then it's about trying the same thing again and seeing if you can overcome those past disappointments and to create something fun and positive in the here and now. So even if you've had experience in the past that isn't ideal, don't let that kind of thing stop you and try again. Now, Sunday the 2nd of April, love is really in the air here. We've got the moon going into Cancer at 6:28 in the afternoon. The moon in Cancer is very loving, it's very nurturing. And now we also have Venus retrograding into Pisces. So Venus has been in Aries, very masculine, and Venus isn't particularly happy in this sign because it is so aggressive in a way. It's retrograding back into Pisces. It feels much more comfortable in Pisces. It's much more selfless, it's much more considerate, it's loving, it's nurturing, it's spiritual. But again, remember, it's a retrograde, so things are a little bit off with Venus. Venus isn't feeling her natural self. So she retrogrades into Pisces. She will move forward eventually again into Aries. So it's almost like deja vu for Venus now, and it may feel a little bit emotionally unbalanced in a way. On the plus side, with this moon in Cancer here, that works very well together on Sunday the 2nd of April. Love is in the air. Venus, the planet of love, is less focused on the self because of this shift from Aries into Pisces. Much more emotional, emotionally available, and it's giving and it's romantic and it's focused on the spiritual. So Sunday is a really good time to connect with a loved one who's already in your life, to focus on your connection with the universe, with spirituality, love via family, friends, anyone who's in your life already. If you are dating at the moment, if you are meeting new people, Sunday is a good day for it. But remember, with Venus being in retrograde, you still have to exercise more caution and really put your critical lenses on to make sure you're not walking into something that's unhelpful, or you're deliberately not seeing the red flags that are appearing in another person. That's what Venus in retrograde, the big warning is that, if you're meeting new people during this time, that they will seem ideal, but then in hindsight, you'll realize, oh my God, there were all these red flags, that was a problem, that was a problem, that was a problem. I should have never got involved. So that's the big warning. In terms of the business things here, they really outweigh the Venus retrograde kind of resistance or tendency to hold you back. So really put all your energy into this week. It looks like things are really moving forward. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you would like a private reading with me to have a look at what's coming up for you specifically based on your birth chart, which I can draw up using your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth, we can put these transits around your birth chart and see how this affects you specifically, then get in touch via the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the Readings tab to order your reading. Please remember to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and I'll speak to you next week.